So we just saw Angela's Duckworth's video on pretty much how to succeed, her little small TED conference, which she's got a lot of work out there. I recommend you go and you look out for her, or just keep following our news feed or posts. I will be posting more. But she went on pretty much it's up to us to motivate. That's pretty much the missing link. How do we do it? She doesn't know. Well, the great thing is that we do here at Senshi Okami. We've been doing it for a little bit, but I need your help as educators. Let me straighten this out. It's not live, but it's live. I go live in the car. I need your help as educators. I need your help as parents. What does that mean? Well, I always ask, is your child having a good day? Is he having a bad day? Is she or he having a good day, bad day? I need to know these things because we use it on the mat. I can tell if they're ready to go, if they're giving me 100%. I can tell if they're giving me 60%. I can tell if they don't want to be there. Well, if they don't want to be there, that's when we start motivating. That's when we really start pushing. How do we motivate? Well, the kid just did an extra 5 jumping jacks. Well, give him a high five, give him his props. He did a great throw. It was perfect. He followed instruction. His body language is saying, I'm at the dojo, by the way, just got here. Sensei Tanya's car's right there. His body language is saying, no, we can change it. We can basically start cutting out and molding and changing on the fly and getting that motivation back in. Now, the levels of grit or the way we succeed using, I guess, the grit formula, I'm very new to this, but I'm not new to martial arts, and I understand it. And I've experienced it many times over as an IT professional and as a martial arts school owner in a very interesting area here in the South Bronx. But what we first need is, 1, the goal, short-term goal. 2, an area where we're going to be under the gun, be under fire. It's going to be painful, it's going to be hard, it's going to be troubling, it's going to be nauseating if we're working out, whatever we're doing. We need an area or a vehicle to allow us to persevere. So that's number 2. Number 3, getting over that hump, the little engine that could. We get over that hump. Once we're over the hump, we need to be rewarded right away. We need to see that it wasn't an oasis. We need to see that as soon as we're at the top of that mountain, there are the high fives. Good job. There we go. We got it. Little Johnny, little Jose, little Tara. Big ups to Tara, right? Whoever it is, right away, we need to give them a high fives. Sometimes we see it. I see a lot of visual cues from our kids. They're on the mat. They're like, they got it. I just mentioned Tara. She's all visual. I can pretty much read her like a book. Hands are on our sides, or she's watching. As soon as she gets it, she kind of okay. She's calculating. Got it. Let's get to work. Let's do it. Then it's perfect or near perfect, and then we start fixing, modifying the techniques. But they need to see that as soon as they hit the top of that mountain, they need to see there will be a reward. What does that do? That's when the dopium comes in. That's when all the good stuff starts flowing, and we're happy. We got it. We got to the top of the mountain, and there was that donut. We got to the top of the mountain. There was that gallon of water that we needed. We needed that. I don't want to call it a pacifier, but it is a very no. It's not a pacifier at all. It's a reward. We need that reward right away. Now what happens? We get a reward. Now we persevered. We've hit that wall, we crushed through it, we chiseled it out, or we hammered through it, we made it through the wall. Perfect, great job. Now what happens? Well, we'll do it again. So we get them in an opportunity to fail. They should be failing. I have 2 children, 7 and 10. It's not easy at home some days, and some days it's great. Some days I reward them. Some days I just tell them, hey, you guys are doing great. I don't tell them they're great kids. If you and I knew this way before Angela Duckworth put me on. There are no great kids. It's just kids that are just. It's easier. Some things are easier. There's where IQ comes in. Things they're quick studies, quick learners. Others like me push through it. I chisel out. I chisel it. I go through. Some things I hit like with a brick, with a sledgehammer. Some things I just can't. So I got to chisel through. So with all that said, we got to follow that formula, and we do see grit from our kids, I'll definitely post another video on that. But I really want to encourage parents and educators to give us that data that Angela's talking about, the data of motivation. How do we do it? How do we motivate? Well, we need more info, and the more info is you're with your child 8 hours a day as an educator, or as a mom, as a dad, as a role model, as a guardian, as a titi, an auntie. You're with that child. I need to know when are the highs and the lows. If something's too easy, they're having a great day, well, you know what? We got to push through it. Let's get in there. Let's put that brick wall in front of them. Let's get them in a position to be gritty. Once you learn to be gritty, it's addicting. You want that challenge, and I've done many studies on it. I will post out little, probably snippets of Angela Duckworth's work. I think it's amazing. I'm sad and empowered at the same time. I didn't know about this. It's phenomenal information, and it speaks so closely. She does talk about it in her book. Grit is the name of her book, about the dojo or ballet or instruments or languages. She does mention the dojo, which is phenomenal. So we got to get involved in these activities that are going to make our kids gritty. So I don't want to go too far into that, but again, thanks for listening or watching Angela Duckworth's TED. And if you went through this far, click on the bottom. Let's talk. Click on the bottom, set an appointment. Let's talk about your child. If you're an educator, let's talk about those children. I know there's masses of them that we still don't know how to motivate them. I want to help. All right. Thanks for watching. Oos. See you on the mat.